So yeah, that was the intro. Sitting during the intro talking about bagels makes me smile. Right? Bagels are great, especially bagel unions. I wish I had a bagel union. I love touching decks. I'm still waiting for the game to close. Touch the deck. I love touching decks. They're great. Yep, that's a clip alright. Thank you. Ram Jam. Uh that was super cool intro. I want a fresh bagel, not my life. There we go. That was actually a really cool way to like guess back into place. I didn't think to do a voice thing while the intro was playing because I was just so blown away. Up, 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 up. But I thought I should do this while I'm voice acting, or before I'm voice acting, because when I was in the back seat, I was noticing that because of the way that Mocha talks, she didn't have to. Her focus wasn't on enunciating as much. I hope she was understandable because sometimes she was a little bit doubtful, and I just say it as a performer, just like sometimes like is the way I'm talking making it hard for me to be understood. So that's always a thing. You have a good deck, Lily? Wow. Poker cards, Fable 3 Collector's Edition. I'd love to see your deck sometime. Meow. Good kitty. Welcome to the Flopbite Entertainment System. I'm Drizzlebite. I use she, they, it, and they pronouns. And we are plural VTubers who make video essays, pee our pants, talk about politics, religion, and all the other divisive things, except hopefully while being respected and respecting others. We're also POC content creators, and we have a lot of love in our heart. Every time Thou says up, 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 I'm imagining thee begging us to carry you. Oh shit, I lost tracking because I was shaking my head so much. Blush. Chat, will you hook me up, please? Drizzle, you're gonna have a butt ton of clippable moments in this stream. Mocha wants you to watch this whole stream over once it's over. I've left a bullying note to embrace in your cubby after stream. Thank you. Gosh, I can't wait to get bullied. Nice. Let me finish warming up. Sorry. You generally want to open your mouth as wide as possible to intake air. And then you also want to exercise, like tighten and loosen your mouth and lips by sucking in your face like you're sucking on a lemon. Ah. It'll probably feel a little uncomfortable. And then from our college theater class that we took forever ago, we just kind of got this one tongue twister ingrained that's like really good for working on enunciation. Beat a tattoo at 20 to 2, a rat to tat to tat to 2. Wait, no, that's the end of it. Shit, did I forget it? I was like, that we always remember. I just remember only the end. Shit. Brain. What's is a brain fart the opposite of a brain blast? Because I'm having one. Gosh, now I need to look it up because now I'm just like, why did my brain do this? Why did my brain do this? Tongue Twister Dragon? What did it do to die today? Ha! What did it do to die today at a minute or two till 2? A thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. Be a tattoo at 22, rat-tat-tat-tattoo. I had gotten most of them without saying it. All I knew was that first sentence, but then I still fucked up. Oh no, it's actually only that long. What did to do to die today at a minute or two till 2? A thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do. We'll beat a tattoo at 20 to 2, a rat-a-tat-a-tat-a-2, and the dragon will come when he hears the drum at a minute or two till 2 today, at a minute or two till Faye. So yeah, I should probably make my own version too. And substitute genders and be cool and stuff. And it's like, it's actually not that long. And the more you do it, the more practice you're getting. So yeah. Brain fart is the opposite of a brain orgasm. It has something to do with dragons. I remember that. Yeah, that's why we remember it so well, because I love dragons. Okay. Welcome to stream, or welcome to this transitionary period. Still on main phase 1. Is there a phase between main phase 1 and main phase 2? Damage calculation? Oh, I guess we would be in the battle phase. I don't know why our status on Discord went away. We've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Words in our Discord status all day. Cause we're nerds. But yeah, I guess it is the battle phase. We're gonna be playing Cool Kid Cody. That's what gonna be voice acting. It is a game where there are gods of cool, and you can become a cool kid, or maybe even a god, if you are elevated to such by doing cool kid endeavors, amongst other things. And it's a story about getting someone to be cool so you can earn the favor of the gods. It's from the creators of Perfect Apocalypse. They made a new game. So I'm assuming it has to do with like youth culture and like. Actually, it kind of made me think of The Wicked and the Divine, but like not taken to a horrific extreme. The Wicked and the Divine is an amazing comic book series that I highly recommend. It's quite gay. Oh, the music starts silence. That's nice. I feel like that's a like an accessibility thing. I thought it was broken at first, but I was checking. Good options menu. I love good options menu. Oh, bully. Oh, that's what you meant by which game. You didn't mean what game are we playing for stream? You were asking what game we meant, Yu-Gi-Oh or MTG. I was thinking Yu-Gi-Oh. So this is the battle phase. This is like the main game of stream. And then main phase 2 would be when we play Berserk Boy. Very good points. Menu, sunflower. It's only 3 hours and 31 minutes in the stream and Drizzle gives you this look. I'm squishy. So cool. Credits created by Denny, programming and help from Andy. Thank you for the game. Gameidakimasu. Disc 1? Oh, right, because it's an episodic game. So, this is literally what has made us start Fervent Fridays. Fervent is, Passion Fridays. This is gonna be our passion stream, where we try to do our best to display how we want to be on stream, I guess? It's hard to say exactly. To, like, play up our showmanship maybe a little bit more, and, like, try to be more dynamic. I think that would be good. What I mean to say is this game, and it being a scheduled release, oh gosh, it does the same thing. Oh my gosh, it does the same thing. I just noticed. It does the same thing as Noel the Mortal Fate, which we will be playing after on next Friday at hopefully a not so late time. At a not so late time, we should be playing Noel the Mortal Fate and this game and one other game, Young Souls, until we complete them. And we have 9 episods of Noel the Mortal Fate, and I believe there's gonna be 10 episodes in all of this season of Cody, Cool Kid Cody. So this is like letting us feed more into our desire to be like Toonami, like that intro could kind of like make you wonder. And make you wonder? Why did it make you wonder? Oh, maybe make you awe. Make you be like, oh, this is so cool. I saved that. Because we like imagining ourselves not as like a radio broadcaster, like we keep saying, like, oh, people said we had a deep, good voice for the radio, but rather we like grouping the games together we like, because we like to show people things because it's our love language, and we like to share stories, and stories of video games is something we always wanted to share with our loved ones, and it's nice to have anyone who cares about what we play and how we voice that and stuff like that. And you know, we really love Toonami, and we love describing ourselves as we love describing ourselves as adult children's program of cursed adults children programming. We like to describe ourselves as cursed adults children programming. So in that vein, having like, you know, what was it? We had Mecha Mondays before and stuff like that. We try to have like themes and try to have games be resonant to those themes. I guess in a way that's how we curate what games we want to show others. And so when we found out that this game was going to be episodic, and we knew the exact release schedule right after starting back on a game that also is episodic and actually isn't done, we found out Noel the Mortal Fate isn't completed, and not all the episodes out have been translated. Some of them are only out in Japan still. So we have to wait for those. It'll probably be like a season 2 when that completes, maybe. There's also a big manga series. It's actually a really popular game series. One episode is on YouTube right now on our smaller channel that we do VODs for. If you want to catch up in the meantime, because we'll be starting on episode 4 when we pull that up next week. But yeah, it just seemed like a cool way to make cool streams still, and not feel so stagnating, because we switch games a lot, but I think this is something we can maintain, you know? Am I talking too loud? I feel like I'm talking too loud. Maybe I just hear my ears ringing a little too much. Alright. Oh, I was saying, it's cool that I think it's interesting that they split up into seasons, just like Know the Moral Fate, and that makes it even more resonant. I wonder if Dee knows about Know the Moral Fate, or it's just a trend now, because these are only 2 games we know that use seasons to describe each release of content. $4.15, $4.22, $4.29, $5.6. Okay, there are only gonna be 5 episodes? I thought there were gonna be more than that. But if it's so today is the 9th. Oh, today is the 9th now. The day this came out was the 8th. The 15th is next Friday. The 22nd is the Friday after that. The 29th is the Friday after that. Oh. And then May 6th. I thought it was gonna go till June though. Maybe it goes till June and there's 2 seasons. Cause that's what the website says, that it goes till June 10th. But it makes sense if it's 10 episodes all together, that it's cut up into 2 seasons. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Specky, I'm so happy to be given the literal play-by-play of the entire battle phase and how it works. I legit enjoy it. In Yu-Gi-Oh! It goes main phase 1, battle phase. For each monster you attack with, attack declaration step, combat step, damage calculation step, main phase 2. I'm being super autistic right now, but fuck it, it's one of the few things I really know well. I like that you show your enthusiasm and your passion, Specky. I also really like Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's very cool to play it. Warning, this game contains flashing images that may not be suitable for those with photosensitive epilepsy. Play at your own discretion. Episode 1. Cool Kids Cody Days On. Since the founding of Hella City ages ago, there have only been losers, cool kids, and gods. Losers, society's creepy, unhygienic, and socially awkward doormat. To be one is to have a fate worse than death. Cool kids. They're the laid-back, fashionable, and charismatic bunch favored by the gods. Losers either hate them or wish they were them. And gods, with wings made of colors and chill powdered magic, they're the coolest of all. They rule over all. Everyone is condemned to their fates. Everyone is condemned to their fates, but there is one way to ascend. Achieve the impossible, or lose your cool trying. Monday morning. Ah! My pants! Where are my pants? Oh, it was just a dream. Whew, makes sense there's no way I'd be caught pants down in front of the whole class. And like, why would Holden have bees in his coffee? GG have a gun, or Juvie have a... Actually, Juvie is just being Juvie. Man, that was a weird dream. Cody takes the waking world. Cody takes in the waking world, appreciating his glow in the dark stars, electric guitar, and view of GMA's unmarked car park in the front yard. Sorry, what? Cody takes in the waking world, appreciating his glow in the dark stars, electric guitar, and view of GMA's unmarked car parked in the front yard. It's describing his room. Got it. This is an amazing room. It has a lot of details. Can you name 3? It reminds me of how Steven sleeps. A Steven Universe. This kid definitely lives a cool life. One might even call him a cool kid. Well, conscientiousness is cool, but getting to class on time sure isn't. He straight flops back into unconsciousness. Beep. Ah! Damn it, Alarmy! I was just getting to the part where I pull my pants back up. Bring. Initiate Monday morning sequence. Yeah, and the Monday morning sequence is me passing out and showing up to school fashionably late. Bring, commence preparation for vital education. But if I show up earlier than Juvie one more time, I'm gonna feel my lady embarrassed. Beep! Launching Sigh Yetzi. Sigh. Cody rolls his eyes as loudly as possible. Loading, getting to the point program. Today is GRD. What? Today? No way! How could I forget? If I recall correctly, and always recall correctly, you stayed up until 2:26 a.m. due to the GRD-related anxieties and have since initiated trauma repression software. Oh, right. Totally forgot. Repress that. Whatevs. If I leave now, I can still get to school on time to ace GRD. Cody gets dressed in the blink of an eye. Your destiny depends on today, so don't be lame or late today. Wouldn't dream of it. I better grab my backpack and board before I bounce ASAP. Cody lobs a toy basketball at the hoop. It launches off the rim and hits his desk, almost knocking everything off it. I'm more of a wheel sports kind of guy. Oh my god, he's giving me Carlton vibes. I know that doesn't fit his aesthetic, but he's totally giving me Carlton vibes. Hello, Puppy. That was my favorite cartoon as a kid. A lot of the jokes and plot flew over my head, but I'm pretty sure it was about interspecies relationships and strawberry jam. Steven Universe reference! These boards are just collectibles. Starboardy is the only ride I need. The fridge is stuffed with colorful, highly processed snacks. Cody crams some food into his mouth. If you are what you eat, I'm a balanced breakfast. Turn on LTV. An old Britney Spears music video starts playing. It's blasting at full volume. Cody, cut the gas! Sorry, G-Man. Cody sadly shuts off the sickest teen pop hit of 1999 and sheds one single tear. It's Cody's one-of-a-kind lightning board. Starboardy, skateboardy, a cherished family heirloom. Cody gets get skateboardy. Cody grabs the guitar and does a sick solo. Or at least, it would have been sick if the guitar was plugged in. Makes me think of Night in the Woods. A drawer full of junk, also known as a junk drawer. Definitely no diary full of embarrassing secrets in there. It's just a bunch of dead batteries and loose change. Look, it's my biggest fan. I still need my backpack. How else am I gonna haul all of this homework I didn't do? Cody hops in bed. 5 more minutes. Initiating slap Cody until he smartens up protocol. Ah! Just kidding. It's alarming. A virtual peg gifted to Cody to help him with his all cool kid needs. Thanks, Jima. Oh, Jima. Grandma. Oh, this has so many little nods to 90s stuff in the premise and other things. An inspiration, I guess, because that reminds me of Hey Arnold, because Hey Arnold lived with his grandparents. Hey, Alarmy, wanna head to school with me? Negative. Programming indicates alarm clock levels of sentience. Without my place on this shelf, I will lose sight of my objectives and commit self-destruct sequence. Also, I am shy and the outside world alarms me. Pun intended. Suit yourself. The school bag's been totally untouched since Friday. Cody grabs his backpack. The sky's the perfect shade of cool kid blue, Tim. It's time to appreciate the view of Sweet Street, though. I've got more important stuff to do. Oh gosh, it starts at page 3. I like that, because I always go back to the back page. I just feel really understood by this game. Hey, Cookie. Gmod plants a big, wet grandma kiss on Cody's cheek. Oh, thanks, Gma. I kinda needed that. I sort of worried about... Cody, what I say about genuinely accepting affection? At least inject a little sarcasm. It'd make you much cooler. You know what day it is, right? Yeah, and you know what that means, right? Be cool. Keep your shirt pressed. Keep your shirt pressed. Here. God, hold on. God. So meets a fucking facsimile of one of our parents growing up, except more intellectual, like more of an erudite, but has the same standards. It has the same hair and wears scarves. It's like a black woman thing, apparently. I just realized in this moment. God. Kill me. So sorry, I had a trauma flashback. And here I was thinking the fact that they had a black protagonist wasn't going to be touched upon because neither of their creators are black, but apparently they can very easily reflect a common part of my black experience. What the fuck? G-Mom, Ghoul Mom. Who's Carlton? He's the, he's from the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and Bel-Air, he's a character who kind of foils Will? Or I guess reverse foils Will. The main character who is taken out of his street Philly 16 blocks of experienced life, having never left his tiny part of the world, to being shipped off to his uncle and aunt's house in LA, who are rich and who expose him to a different type of lifestyle and kind of allow him to become a better person and also avoid trouble. It's a great show based off of a historic black sitcom, probably the most famous black sitcom of all time, and also one of the most famous sitcoms probably because it is known as being a particular black sitcom with a huge white and black fan base, which does reflect its focuses on race, not just of the all black family, there's a principal cast, but the white people they come into contact with, both of the streets like Willis and more like well-to-do white people maybe. It's an interesting series, and we've been watching the remake Bel Air, which is, instead of being a comedy sitcom, is actually a drama. And I guess I'm feeling the way that I guess some people felt watching like Empire or something. I was like, wow, I didn't think I would actually get this much out of it. Like, it's incredibly resonant. And I like it as a show, and I feel like I could recommend it to anyone. Well, maybe not anyone. I can't recommend it to racists, but maybe I can. I mean, I can do it. I can do what I want. But like, I don't know if I want to put in that much effort. It was very popular here too. Oh, I've never heard of the Fresh Prince of Bel Air. Okay, well, I know I'm showing for fucking community night tomorrow. Probably like 1 or 2 episodes. My earliest exposure to US culture and black people was Fresh Prince and Eddie Murphy movies. We've seen a lot of Eddie Murphy movies. Keep your shirt pressed, hair coiffed, and no try-harding. No eyeballing, no party pooping, no case rattling. Make eye contact, don't consort with losers, and most importantly, be yourself. A god in the making. Alright. And cut it with the stuttering. I know you're a bit tight on time, but I can't give you a ride. I spent all morning filing my nails, and now I gotta get my class chassis to the car dealership ASAP. Mr. Wilson might be down for some backseat bingo, if you know what I mean. You're a killer, Cody. G-Mama's rooting for you. Thanks, G-Ma. G-Ma heads downstairs to the garage. G-Ma gives me trauma. What the heck is backseat bingo? Cody, I'll tell you when you're older. Whatever. I got a jet. G-Ma and I have a strict no dining at the table policy. G-Ma and I have a strict no dining at the dining room table policy. A cool family's gotta have a cool amount of distance. The trash is full of trash. What a revelation. The player attempts to attain knives! The player attempts to attain knives! The player attempts to attain knives! They know that their audience is like, can this go perfect apocalypse? Can he be my patches? Can he be my patches? What's backseat bingo? I don't know. I legit don't know, and now I'm curious. See, because she's old, that would lead you to believe, like a old 90s cartoon, that, oh, she's an old person, so she's gonna be playing bingo. She's just being like all jive and cool with it. It's kind of how like adults talk. Even though adults didn't use backseat bingo, it's the exact type of wording people use to like point at something to other adults, but also go over children's heads. So it's actually funny that you don't know what it is, Issy or CD, because that's kind of the point. But I'll explain it. It's sets. It's love making. Now you know. Gonna get down to some backseat bingo in my diapers. But nowhere near stream. Obviously. I'm on twitch.tv. The player attempts to attain knives. Oh fuck, wait, I couldn't do it. Holy shit, that hurt me. Oh, that's cool. The player attempts to attain knives. Knives? That ain't that kind of game. Oh god, I didn't know there would be a fourth wall break. Sorry. 3 times. 3 times. Rule of thirds. If the game has something extra in it, maybe it will be a different number. But like, if he gets like continuously aggravated, it would be so funny. I wanted to do it with a straight face without laughing and actually being able to say his fucking line. But it's so funny because Perfect Apocalypse lets you kill people. Okay, I'd love to learn more about backseat bingo later after dark stream. We do want to do after dark streams on Picario and do not safe for work stuff. Play not safe for work games. Play not safe for work games. Sorry, shit. Cody put Cody was here on the refrigerator. Okay, calm down. Drink some water. Just center yourself. I gotta be a cool narrator. The player attempts to attain knives. Knives? This ain't that kind of game, bud. I still can't do it. I still can't do it. Cody rummages through the fridge. Funkaroods. Funkaroods! Cookies you can dunk for maximum fun. Sorry, maximum funk. We don't buy anything unless it's an unforgettable jingle. Cody watches in anticipation as the TV video logo heads towards the corner of the screen. It just misses the corner. God damn it! Wow, that's a meme reference. Cody looks at his reflection of the window. What's looking good, good looking? After a moment of pause, he cringes at what he just said. Cody opens the side table drawer to find Jima's book of the week titled 50 Shades of Spray, a sensual journey of love, loss, and automated painting. You'll never look at a gear stick the same way again. Cody slowly closes the drawer. Did you mean Picardio? Yes, I meant Picardio. I know a bunch of streamers who like draw like not safe for work art on it. But yeah, I'd love to learn more about Perfect Apocalypse sometime. I mean, we have an essay about it and streams up for it. Though Dustbite was making it through the original trilogy. And he's played the first one. We should probably post that stream on YouTube. And we'll probably do episode 2. We'll probably do the second and third game during a stream like one of today's streams, if we ever get a free slot, like after Young Souls or something. I bet someone sick lives here. I don't know, I got a hunch. Might be a cool boy living in there. But I just get a vibe, you know? Oh wait, I read that totally wrong. Wait, not sick like you sick, disgusting gamer. More like, I bet someone sick lives there. I don't know, I just got a hunch. Might be a cool boy living in there. I'll just get a vibe, you know? He's talking about himself. This reminds me of a PlayStation. Triangle Square Ats. It's Gigi's house. Are you winning, son? Cody takes a selfie and sends it to her. She does not reply. Classic Gigi. I can't be bumming around. I gotta get to school. Should be crossing the bridge. Ramps! No. Must resist the urge to shred. It's Stick's Bridge, named after the river, which was named after the city's founder, who was named after a stick. That's history for you. I can't be bumming around. Beyond the river lies Tight Heights, Hella City's most hip neighborhood. It's also home to Crescent High School. Damn, I walk through Tight Heights almost every day. Crazy how that'll end if I ascend. As much as I love to zone out for hours while I surf some concrete waves at the skate park, I've got better places to be. And who says the rest of the city can't be my skate park? I don't know how to cross. Use my skateboard? It's my lightning board, skateboardy. Skateboardy looks a bit dull at the moment. It's Cody's stylish backpack and smartphone disguised as an outdated flip phone. This stuff's so compact you can hardly tell I'm carrying it. Lore reasons for him to not have a backpack art. I've had too many good experiences with card games today. I gotta do a little more. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it. Picardo. Oh, Picardo. Picardo. Oh, like Picardo. Thank you. Picardo. Picardo. Hey Drizzle, Do you think you'd be a loser or a cool kid in this universe? I'd be a loser trying to become a cool kid. I mean, I guess in some people's eyes, I'm already a cool kid. I'll be even cooler when I find out how to get to the next part of the game. Oh, right click is saving. Thou art the coolest kid. Aww. That was cute. I mean, cool too. You can be cool and cute. I don't know how to cross the bridge though. I mean, he has to get to school, right? How do I get to school? Am I stuck? Huh. Options. Full screen. I feel like I'd be somewhere between cool kid and loser because my anarchist desire to fuck authority in the definition of cool and embrace myself, while also not totally caring too much, which is a cool thing because following trends isn't exactly cool. Cool kids define cool, not try to follow it. That's literally what I'm doing, or what we're trying to do with our streams and our art. And crossing the bridge. It's like, is there something I'm not pressing? Or is it just... Huh. I'm just kind of stuck here. I visit Gigi, but there's a good chance she's already at school. Speaking of, I gotta bounce! Skipping doesn't help. I can't touch the sky. I'm not Kanye. Let's check Steam. Just in case there's like an update and maybe I'm just locked somehow. Whoa, I've gotten 5 out of 6 achievements? Already? Damn. Find all the photos in episode 1. Monday Fun Day. Getting greasy. Find all 3 photos of episode 2. Find all 3 photos in episode 3. Find all posters in episode 5. I'm gonna spoil the last achievement, so if you don't want to see it... Oh wait, actually I could probably block it, right? Let's see. I need something to block it with. Oh, I know what I'll block it with. That should be good enough. Let's make that bigger. Thanks, Guts. I appreciate you. Okay. Thanks, Guts. That's a thing now. Sad Guts. His suffering is truly sublime. That's mean! Hi, Shadowhunter. How are you? I'm a little frustrated at this game, but other than that, then I'm fine. Oh. Beyond the river lies Titan Heights, Hellas' most hip neighborhood. It's also home to Crescent High School. Damn, I walk through Titan Heights almost every day. Crazy how that'll end if I ascend. I'll save here. I'll quit out of game, so I could check the store page or community hub. Oh, Guts, I need your help again. Guts, I need to ask even more of you. Thank you. Okay, was double checking. There's definitely a bunch more. I'm literally just looking at Let's Play right now. They definitely got across the bridge. You have to click directly on the arrow. I'm a dumbass. Oh shit, okay. I say it with love, but I'm a dumbass. I thought about, oh, maybe I had to click directly on the arrow. Never click directly on the arrow. I was like, I'm pretty sure I clicked directly on the arrow. I'm sure of it. Isn't that right, Guts? I love dumb bitches. Oh shit! I'm bitches! I'm so dumb. Dumbasses are cool. I suggested it before I left. It's okay. I'm totally Saugers now. Howdy, Shadow. Also, dumb bitch is cute. I just came to say hi. I'm getting to sleep. Oh, see you, Shadow. Now I'm Saugers. Your narrator's a little busy right now. Just give me a second. Even when dumbasses are adorable. I guess I'm dumb. Dumb bitch appreciation club. Hydrate. You are lovely dumb bitches. You're also lovely dumb bitches. In a totally respectful way, please Twitch, don't do bad things to me. That's the one way I don't want to get bullied. Oh my god, that's too cute. Holy heck, the building at Tight Heights sure are tight. And they've got a lot of heights. Oh, I get why they named that now. It's a relaxing cafe serving up coffee, peace, quiet, and no skateboarding indoors policy. I have to be in a real bad mood to head into one of those. Cody presses his face against the shop window. Inside is a variety of vintage and handcrafted goods like old broken lamps, candles shaped like butts, and bouquets made of dead plants. Now I know where to shop if I ever want to take up hoarding. It's Holden's apartment. I know where you live, Holden. Watch it. Cody takes a selfie and sends it to him. Holden replies immediately. Cody, I know how you feel about being fashionably late, but you're always fashionable and you're already late. What in hella are you doing? Cody replies, well, to be honest, Cody replies, doing your dad. There's no reply. He walked right into that one. It's Juvie's apartment. Cody pulls his phone to send a pic, but is interrupted by a message. The god's here and we are getting married. Huh? Looks like they sent a photo. Huh? Cody Tats lies. I don't care how cool you are. Gods are way out of your league. Juvie leaves him on red. I wonder if I can make this say something funny. Maybe I belched last? I should really stop being late to sausage language arts lessons. Pizza for breaky sounds rap, but getting picked for GRD sounds even better. Speaking of, I gotta bounce. It's the nurse's office. Never been in there, but I hear it's more of a loser-oriented place. It's the guy's office. Most of the time, it's just a puppet in there. Guys are way too busy living it up and chill haven to be down here doing office work. Crescent High's got a new guy this year. I've never met her, but I guess that changes today. It's a statue of the past GRD graduate. Basketball! Not only does he run Nationwide Basketball Association, but he plays in almost every game too. The way that man gets dribbled in is out of this world. It's a statue of past GRD graduate Burger Queen. After grad, she was assigned a domain of ice cream burger restaurants she named after herself. It's a miracle how she keeps ice cream from soaking in the bun or the beef. Blood milkshakes from making me barf. It's a statue of past GRD graduate Bamfumet. I hear they went abroad and got into accounting, or maybe the occult. One of those two. It's a statue of GRD graduate Flying Snake Helmet. Head on fire? I can't remember this one's name, but I think they have something to do with the snake infestation downtown. It's a statue of GRD graduate David. Dave is the biggest name in modeling now. His stone cold posing alabaster skin and inability to feel or show any emotions make everything good. Look good. It's a statue of the past GRD graduate Gucci God. Gucci God. I don't know what she does, but I hear she signed her name on the Adoring fan and sold them for $10 million. It's a compilation of old kid grad photos. It'd be awesome to graduate with a statue instead of a lousy picture. Slanguage Art School. Slanguage Art School. Oh! Language, but slang. I wonder if Baphomet is a reference to Purple. It might be. I'll have to look into that. The board's chock full of events and club info so students can spend more time being upstanding cool kids and less time pranking the school staff. I don't see why I can't do both though. On the wall are 3 ornately framed photos. Chillhaven at its Zenith Crescent, high after its latest remodel in the school's beautiful landscaping. Be cool, stay in school! With GRD underway, one lucky cool kid will definitely be too cool for school. A comedy rim shot sounds in the distance. Must be more than band club practice. I'm not digging through some rando's locker. That's against cool kid code of conduct. Cool kids gotta be cool to cool kids. On the wall are 3 ornately framed photos. Chillhaven at its zenith. Wrong class. This room is for brochal studies. It's a tough pick, learning the rigid rules of brochalizing in brostacial studies, or learning how to break every rule in language arts class. This cool kid's got a real deliberate curriculum. Like Gma always says, the trick to being a cool kid is putting in as much effort as possible and looking like you're putting in as little effort as possible. And that's what I'll say if anyone ever asks me if I've achieved anything. A poster about saving water. So I gotta save water, but I can't let it mellow. Leave without washing my hands, or use spooter soakers on school property. This game's rigged. It's a poster of Skillium. It's a poster of Skillium Shakespeare. Eminem and Shakespeare? This guy was a total pioneer of the slanguage arts. His plays were so packed with slanguage, you could hardly tell what he was saying. Whoa, this thing saved 800-85 plastic bottles from hitting the dump. Heckin'. Dump. Cody picks up papers out of curiosity. It's a drawing of Miss Suga getting blasted by Godzilla's laser eyes. Whoever drew this is a real comedian. Everyone knows Godzilla's too busy ruling over the domain of monsters to vaporize the local language arts teacher. Good morning, cool kid. Welcome to Crescent High's annual Scholastic Book Fair. Whoa, totally forgot we were overdue for a book fair. Fair. Wow, they'll set in the same day as GRD. Oh wait, that's a thing that happened in real life, in flesh space in my past. I didn't notice it. I just thought it was something that happened at my school specifically. But yeah, test days oftentimes had the book fair. I love the book fair. It was really cool. It was on a really shitty day, in my opinion. It wasn't always on those days. Sometimes it spanned multiple days. And a lot of times, like, testing was different on multiple days, and you might have a rest day in the middle of the week or something. So there was probably a day that you could go without worrying about tests. We can have our own book fairs with diapers and video games. I still want to do the book fair. Oh yes! Wild! Super weird! But total coincidence and nothing more! Shut your mouth! Is there anything here you'd like to purchase? Nah, I gotta head to class. I'm late for... The Helmy on it looks like they're on the verge of tears. Well, we have a lot of neat books. I'm positive you'll find something you'll like. Well, I am allergic to words. Oopsie! The hall monitor is beginning to quiet. We have plenty of picture books. Maybe you'll just take a peek? I really can't. The hall monitor is shaking and sobbing. They attempt to inconspicuously test their therapist from under the desk, but it's totally noticeable. They look embarrassed, attempting to choke back their tears. Business hasn't been going well, and the bills are piling up. They can't go empty-handed again. They just can't. Oh my god, so Cody does have fourth wall hearing. Oh my god. Do we like book fairs? I like book fairs. I like book fairs. Diaper fair. We know book fairs didn't always have just books. Sometimes they had like little trinkets and stuff too. It was like, oh, get like a 3 diaper pack too. Rare. That'd be cool. Gosh, host the ADBL book fair. That'd be kind of neat. Or book exchange. Oh, you have some books you don't want, or books you read and you're okay. Interested in some new books? Book trade. Trade books, trade diapers. That's the Fluff Bites way. Okay, fine. Alright. I guess I can spare a few bucks. Oh, thank you, cool kid. Hey, wait a second. Cody pulls up the selfie Juvie sent him. Looks like they were just posing with cardboard cutout of their god. Juvie! Laughing can be hard from the slandered language class. Weird. They got a Diary of a Shrimpy Kid in stock. That's kind of loser literature, but I guess a comic's a comic. Cody takes the book. It's okay to read someone's diary if they're just some random loser, right? The one time I tried to buy 1 candy bar, but 2 fell out. Cody looks off into the distance with a content expression. Being alive is such a beautiful thing. This is completely emotionally pivoted diagonally upwards away from Perfect Apocalypse. Although Perfect Apocalypse had plenty of positivity, this has an undertone of capitalistic or maybe just adult woes, because the gods are just adults. Well, not every adult is a god, I guess, but the fact that that thing seemed like a god, but it's like struggling to make payments to make money, sounds kind of like an adult problem. But they're supposed to not have problems. Book fairs kind of capitalist cringe, but I always found them magical. I suppose Disneyland is the same way. Yeah, that's why I was suggesting a book exchange. No monies. I'll probably just take donations of diapers to distribute to the squishy masses. There's no more time to browse. It's time to check out the book fair and check into class. Cody tries to sneak out of the book fair and into class. The hall meowder starts having a mental breakdown. I was just checking to see if the doorknob worked, that's all. Cody drops his purchase and some money into the checkout desk. Here we go. Diary of a Shrimpy Kid. The hall monitor studies the book closely. Oh dear. A book about the life of a loser? Unfortunately, that's not what we're looking for in a cool kid. But I suppose the fact that it's a comic is desperately redeemable. You'll get a D-. Proceed to GRD. Wait, this was all a test? Ah, yes, what a mini. But I can't keep this right. Good luck at GRD, cool kid. Right after Speckio saying that book fairs are capitalist cringe, yeah, them monetizing your book purchases, yeah, capitalist cringe is the undercurrent of horror durability and analysis. Welcome to Fluffbite Presents. Hey, look, I found a way to commit to doing videos. Yes, even their teacher is a guy. Cody bursts into his classroom. I'm finally here. Cody. Aw, rats. You just missed my outline of Goo Recruitment Day. God Recruitment Day, sorry. We talked about GRD's history, purpose, and... Oh, no sweat. I already know what the dealio is. The coolest kid is picked to us in the godhood. I'm not sure you really know. I'm just kidding. I know the word dealio isn't really in anymore, but reviving worthless words is what slanderous arts is all about, right? A few students giggle. Oh, my boss! Settle down now, everyone. If I don't have you cats perfect by the time our abhorrent savior arrives, I'll be... Oh, a literal board. Is that the principal god? Are they literally a skateboard? Something crashes through the ceiling, swiftly knocking Mitsuko to the ground and shattering her into a million pieces? Okay. Good morning, cool kid. Good morning, cool kids of Class 2C. And hello, Miss Sugoi, my dearest, most favorite puppet. The class is silent. Everyone stares at Miss Sugo's irreplaceable. Holy fuck. Sorry. I should probably be serious reading this, but it's really hard because the absurdism is so high. It's like post-nihilism. Oh my god, this game is post-nihilism. Welcome to Fluffbite Presents. I don't know which one I would use. I just know that that's like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck? The class is silent. Everyone stares at Miss Sugoi's irreplaceable remains. Oh, oopsie doopsie. No worries. I've got a shelf with a dozen more of her back in Chill Haven. Just repress that memory like you do everything else. Okay, class? The class nods slowly. Always. Anyways. Hello, it is I, your board and savior. Rule over the domain that is Crescent High School. The most beautiful, lightweight, and durable, and great board. One single cool kid cheers, and the rest are stunned in the sudden loss of Miss Sugoi. Oh, yeah! Enough dawdling. I've got a 9 a.m. truck adjustment and grind tape cleaning. that's long overdue. First off, you. The great boy points at Cody with a disembodied wing. Me? Yes. The guy takes a closer look at Cody. Interesting. I have a lot to think about. For now, take your seat, fellow skater. Cody takes his seat at the back of the class. Juvie leans in and whispers to Cody. Dude, you forgot to wear pants today. What? Cody looks down to see he is, on the contrary, wearing pants. Juvie! Now then, congratulations, Class 2C of Crescent High School. I've been told you're the coolest bunch that have graduated. They're the coolest bunch that have graduated to the school in a long time. Who knows? We might just have a guy candidate this year. A few students groan. The guys say this every year, but rarely find a suitable candidate. Someone with ambition to succeed, a reputation to uphold, and an unwavering loyalty to godhood. The B-star, whatever I was talking about. Someone deserving of infinite magic power and their very own domain to rule over and become a god. Someone craving to ascend to Chill Haven, far from the dank lameness of Hella City. Being a god sounds pretty amazing, right? And what better way to earn your wings than to... The great boy pauses as if waiting a reply. Oh my god! She reminds me of a skin from Overwatch. And Super Mecha Champions, actually. And Hyperdimension Neptunia. And Dioxine. I'll shut up now. Opinions on the Silent Hill games? Fucking amazing. I've only played 1 and 3. One of my headmates has played 1. He hasn't finished it, but we've seen a lot of Let's Plays of 1. We haven't played Silent Hill 4, but we don't really intend to play anything beyond that, and maybe like Shattered Memories, or there's another one, I forgot what it was. Not Shattered Memories, Homecoming, I think. Other than those, most Silent Hills we wouldn't want to play past 4. The series gets bad after that. But Silent Hill is like really close to my heart. I saw the first theatrical movie first, and that's actually how I got into Silent Hill. And then I watched, then I played the Silent Hill games. Fuck loyalty to gods, coolness to everyone. May I do a bad joke and see that in reaction? Yes, you may. I love thee. That's not a joke! Loving me is not a joke! I'm just a joke to you. Oh, you're talking about that meme. I remember that. That was from weeks ago. That was weeks ago, motherfucker! I remember you posted that in Discord. Okay, it wasn't weeks ago. Was it exactly a week ago? It was probably like exactly a week ago. God. Oh my god. I just quoted someone who's bad. Bet you can't guess who. Compete in a game? Bow to the death! Politely introduce ourselves. Wrong, wrong, and raw. Oh, wait. Actually, you got it right. Here, have a gold star. You did it! The great boy slaps a massive golden star onto Holden's face. Ow! To be more specific, you'll all be introducing yourselves by answering some hard-hitting, soul-searching, cool, divining interview questions. I'm sure Sugo prepared you all on what I'm going to be asking for. Starting from the front! I love these nuts. Good joke. Cody's mind races as the interview begins. Just what kind of question is the great boy gonna ask? These questions might be a bit complex. It's okay if you need some time to think about them. First off, what's your name? What are your hobbies? Oh, is that all? I'm Holden. I have a lot of hobbies like playing the guitar, gardening, or writing poetry. Sure, it's a bit embarrassing to express yourself in such a vulnerable way, but feels good to be honest. My sister and I bond over writing too. She's getting her creative degree this month actually. It's great getting to boring. Next question. What makes you good guy material? Well, I think I have a lot of traits that make me a good leader. I'm level-headed, love connecting with people, I'm punctual, I never let a plan die on me once. Ooh la la, I like this guy. Except for when Juvie sets him on fire. Green's a lame color. You have green in your hair. How dare you? Juvie, isn't part of your hair green? Juvie, isn't part of your hair green? Sick diss. Oh, I didn't mean to be rude. Dang, you got much more punch than I thought. I'll keep an eye on you. Next! Questions about hobbies. Questions about qualifications. This actually seems like a pretty standard interview. Who are you and why do you care about godhood? My name's GG. Some people call me Game Girl. Can't imagine why. I kinda don't care about godhood. I'm really interested in packing up my whole life to live in a great disco ball in the sky. And who wants to rule over a domain anyway? I don't even like management simulators. I'd rather stay a cool kid, graduate from high school, and cope with the stress of college. Life by venturing out all those sorrows in violent video games. So, can I sit down now? Wow, I've never seen anyone more aloof and apathetic in a long time. We've got a real contender here. Next. Cody's anxieties die down as the interviews continue. The gray board's a bit weird with her questions, but her questions seem simple. I know I gave the gray board a deeper voice, but I decided if the gray board is a girl, then the gray board is a great bimbo. Going more for sultry. But I also realized there's like the moon in her head that reminds me of Luna from Sailor Moon, which I'm sure is on purpose. Great board girl boss. Great board girl boss. Gatekeep gaslight, great board girl boss. Obviously. I really thought that was a flying band-aid at first. Oh fuck. Gatekeep great goob. Squish. Great boy girl boss gatekeep from godhood. Great boy girl boss gatekeep from godhood. Great keep girl boss. Great keep gate boy great boy girl keep gate. Great. It's a tongue twister. Great boy girl boss gatekeep from godhood. Great boy girl boss gatekeep from girlhood. I don't want to gatekeep anyone from girlhood. I swear. I misspoke because it's a tongue twister. A tongue twister. A tongue twister? A cum twister? High energy water. You can gatekeep me from girlhood. Ooh. No girl for you. You don't get any more girl tonight. Put your girl away. It's boy time. Having friends with different gender expressions is fun and cool. So much water because squishy. This is literally the only reason. I have not finished. Oh shit, that was a mega hydrate. I gotta finish this whole bottle. Oh god. I've definitely been punished. Also, I guess keeping you hydrated is a good thing. So that's the side effect of stream hydration. Yeah, that's fair. Introduce yourself and what your first move as a god would be. The name is Juvie. I live to evangelize punk and set trash on fire. Specifically if the trash in question is a rotten loser. Not that I care about being a flying asshole that lives in space, but if it came down to it, my first move would be give every loser a wedgie, they'll slingshot them out of Hella City and into the ocean. You realize I'm a god, right? I see everything that happens in these halls, and I don't think I've seen you give a loser a wedgie once. Sounds like you're all bark and no bite. Well, who wanna bite a loser anyway? Gross. Let's say you do mean what you say. How would anyone who's cool and who's lame how would anyone know who's cool and who's lame if you shot every loser into the ocean? Easy. If I'm not drowning, I'm a cool kid. Funny stuff. It's cute how cool you think you are. Next. Juvie takes a seat back at their desk. Meanwhile, Cody's wrapped up in his own thoughts. If the questions are this easy, I might just ace this after all. Just gotta think of a rad way to introduce myself. Sup losers, it's me. C to the K to the COD. Nah, scrap that. What did Gma say again? Shirt coiffed, hair pressed. Whatever, how hard can a few shallow questions be? I said next. Cody here's the front of the class. Cody heads to the front of the class. It's time to earn those wings. The name's Cody, cool kid. Nuh-uh, I haven't asked you a question yet. First question, what is your deepest regret in life? My deepest regret? Puberty, duh. Your body explodes, there's juice everywhere. No one wants to talk to you about it. Your voice cracks. A few classmates laugh, but it's okay. A few classmates laugh at his well-timed, totally faked voice crack. But luckily, being this cool covers it all up. Wow. What a highly relatable answer. It's almost like you need everyone to empathize with you. Well, I don't know about that. Next question. How do you honestly feel about losers? Losers? I mean, they're okay. I kinda don't talk to them much. I'm way too focused on my own cool things, you know? So you don't care about half the people in any given domain. Nice. No, I just thought... Last question. Are you willing to sacrifice your life if you knew it would go down to you achieving godhood? I don't have to. I live an awesome life with awesome friends in my awesome city. I definitely live a cool life. So being a god means being one of the raddest beings in existence, then why give up all the things that make me cool? My life's perfect just the way it is. Assumption's just a cherry on top. Wow, your naivete is refreshing. Since you're so funny, I think I'll throw in a little extra to allow you to redeem yourself. It's time. Oh, for the show, stop around. What? That's right. Show me what you got, show me what you got. Show me what you got, show me what you got. Show me what you got, show me what you got. Show me. The lights dim. Better show what you got. I can be myself, or I can do a kickflip. I'm gonna do myself. I'm gonna be myself. I'm not gonna do myself. This is Twitch.tv. I just gotta do what G-Ma said, right? Just be myself. Cody takes a very long deep breath. That's it. Huh? Your look, your energy, your lung capacity. It all just screams God. What was your name? Cody. Cool Kid Cody. Great name, straightforward, honest branding. Love it. You gotta have to cut the stuttering, but otherwise I see a lot of potential in you. Ah, yay. I can't believe we got an actual God candidate this year. And in the first class I searched, I can make my brother appointment after all. Sorry, my brother care appointment. Holden raises his hand to speak. Aren't there more cool kids to go through? Miss Sugoi said the GID was supposed to last all day, and you're only on... Nope. Cody here's the one. And if any disagreeing cool kid throws a fit, I'll throw you in the basement where you belong. Holden sees his life flash before his eyes and shuts up. Oh my god, this is like Kill la Kill! Losers? Okay, so losers are no stars. People who don't have any Goku stars. Cool kids are like... I guess depending, like upper tier, so like a 2 or a 3 star. I guess maybe there could be some like glorious 4 stars that are like really famous. Or I guess maybe someone could consider someone like a rising 4th star to be a god. As in 4 stars are gods. If there's anything that's like kind of like a god, but not exactly like a god, but above cool kid, somewhere in between, that's gonna be a Kamui. But I don't think it's gonna have that. But more important than the superpower aspect, because it's not, well, actually, if you become a god, you become a sentient piece of object, and you get wings. You become brittle. You become weak. Weird. I think the interesting point is the hierarchy here, because it is a hierarchical society. You can be a cool kid as an adult. Remember that. Well, makes sense that they'd be somewhat who are adorable, with 3 classes of people, guys, cool kids, and losers. Doing that self? Is this OnlyFans? No, I don't have an OnlyFans. I only write in an ADBL zine. It is made by PA devs after all. Yeah, found our adorable nougaty center. Now I better get going. I'll be back in the god's office around lunchtime I'll be back in the god's office around lunchtime, so talk to me then, cool kid Cody. In the meantime, everyone be cool and stay in school! Or not, I really don't care. Holden raises his hand again. And so you do want to go in the basement? No, I'm just wondering about what we should do with Miss Sugoi's remains. Oh, right. No worries. I'm a bit too busy to get her replacement from Chill Haven, so I'm just gonna fix up real quick. Stand back. Lasers blast from the great board's eyes and hit the mess of ceramic on the floor. Tubular. Mr. Sugoi raises from the dead. Rah! There, God as new. Ta-ta, everybody. The great board politely exits the room through the great board-shaped hole in the ceiling. Miss Sugoi is highly disoriented. She's bumping into walls and mumbling to herself. This is a concern. This is bad. I don't like this. I don't like this. Panic. I'm scared. At first I was like, oh shit, they can bring you back to life. But Miss Sugoi is highly disoriented. She's bumping into walls while mumbling to herself. You can't kill people in this game, but people die all the time. This is scary. And the children got BPSD. Not BPSD. BPSD. The children have BPD. Beepadeeps. I can't stop thinking of beepadeeps. The children have PTSD. The children have PTSD from watching their teacher die, but they literally have like they've been conditioned to repress stuff on command. This is a fucked up world. Yeah, just repress that. I drink some water because all this laughing hurt me. But also, I was laughing because I was uncomfortable because this is very uncomfortable. Exclamation point, lonely fans. Capitalist shit. Called it? You called it? I mean, adults don't get brought back to life, so I definitely didn't call that part. Miss Sugoi is highly disoriented. She's bumping into walls and mumbling to herself. Like, can I say it straight? Can I say it straight? Fuck. I'm gay. I can't. Miss Suga is highly disoriented. She's bumping into walls and mumbling to herself. Okay, one more time. I can't. It's so fucked up, but I can't take it seriously because it feels like it's in a cartoon. It's just so fucking ridiculous. It's absurdist almost. This is an absurdist world. What the fuck? I'm in pain. From laughter, I can't fucking breathe. Hi gay. Hi super gay. Hi super duper gay. Hi super duper duper gay. Did you know? But Sugue is highly disoriented. She's bumping into walls and mumbling to herself. It almost sounds like she's saying, let me take a 10-minute. Let me take a... let me take a 10-minute break before we resume our slanderous art studies. The class shrugs and talks amongst themselves. Okay, well, at least she's in her right mind. I guess she had a breakdown. Get it? Breakdown? I'm Sagas. You just know it's gonna be a fire day when you walk into class and see the big TV cart. The board reads, Bogart, Dickweed, Smooth Moves at Slants. This game is really actually funny though. It hurts me. My throat hurts from laughing. Stop it, Denny. These good jokes. These are really good jokes. Look like Class 2C is working through the last chapter of this language arts text. Advanced 90s slang. Apparently some cool kid wanted to be nice and brought the teacher a whole pineapple. She loved it so much she made an example of it by having it cast and displayed to teach the lesson about never sucking up. And that's why you should never do anything for anyone ever. Whoa, they are traumatized! Photosynthesis. Smashing! Super duper gay is pangender gay. Like, actually though, I only ever feel gay. Like, when I feel masked, I like boys much more than girls. Yeah, I totally see what you mean. Take a moment to catch up before you die your good game writing. Yeah, that's fair. I'm pan-species gay. Don't care what species you are. If I like you, I will love you. Even if you're a hella cool eldritch being. Oh yeah, they are super... The teachers are also like, make a contract. They make a contract. Yeah. Eldritch cuties. The cabinet's got everything you need to keep a class running. Papers, pencils, textbooks, super glue, slingshots, a 30-pound medicine ball, party pizza supplies. Pretty much everything but pizza. It's a class gerbils. Burger and butter. Sugoi says it's easier to practice a slanglish when talking to fat animals named stupid things. No lie there. Cody. Holden gives Cody a bear hug. Congratulations on being the first guy candidate in years. Ah, Holden, Take a chill pill. Sorry. I got ahead of myself. Genuine shows of affection aren't very becoming of a cool kid, are they? Oh, I know. Hulk gives Cody his gold star. Ow! You deserve it, Cody. Thanks. See, how does it feel? I don't know. Kinda sticky. Not that. I mean, being picked as God candidate. Just imagine graduating. Getting your own domain. Leaving everything you know and love behind as you join the almighty gods in Chill Haven. You must be feeling something. Feels great. Oh, whoops. I'm probably making you nervous, huh? What? Nervous? Couldn't be me. I mean, I'll probably get a sick domain to rule over, and I'll have wings so you can visit, so I can visit you guys whenever. Becoming a god is everything I've ever wanted, so I just hope the great board picked the right kid. Not that I doubt or anything. I'm obviously super red. Holding pills to cigarette off Cody's face. So I know it's not really cool to say how you feel, but it's okay if there's a lot to take in. It's like your whole life's about to change. Just remember that no matter what happens, you got me, Gigi, and Juvie. Whatever you need, we've got you. You've got us. And for the record, I thought your interview answers were really endearing. Aw. For real? Yeah, dude. In the meantime, enjoy your huge milestone. Holden, you dipstick. You always know what to say. Cody gives Holden an acceptably affectionate fist bump. Cody, congrats. Whoa, you're actually going AFK without physical intervention? You must be really stoked for me. What did I say about using online shorthand out of context? Huh? What do you mean? That was totally the right context. I mean the context of the internet. Oh right, I forgot the internet was a thing. Never thought I'd hear a god in training say that. Speaking of, congratulations. I can't imagine a better candidate. I mean, who else fantasizes about ascending 24/7? What? I don't do that. You literally keep a drawing of yourself as a god under your pillow, remember? You showed me in the 10th grade. Oh, right. That. I guess it has been a while. Like, ever since I was a kid, I've been wanting to ascend. Never thought I'd actually get to, though. I mean, I showed up late and said all those wrong things. Why do I get to have this? I don't think becoming a god is really about effort. It feels more like a game of chance. Maybe you're just cool. As in the right kind of cool. What's that supposed to mean? It means this is destiny. It means this is destiny. Deserving godhood isn't part of an equation. So, just make the best of this. And don't forget us if you make it up to Chill Haven. Okay? You may have won something, but we're all losing a friend. Aw, Gigi. It's not like I'm dying or something. I guess it'll be tough visiting Hello City with all the god-related shenanigans I'll have to get up to, but like, who says we'll stop being friends? If I'm gonna be an almighty god, I sure as heck am gonna have the power to hang out with you guys. Yeah, you're right. Things won't be different, just distant. Either way, I'm really happy for you, Cody. Thanks, Gigi. You're... Wait. What's that word? You're 1337. Sorry, who are you? I think you got the wrong person. Bye. Oh, that's her blushing. I'm just kidding. Cody, you son of a bitch! You've got some nerve busting in late, almost biffing the entire GRD interview and dressing like that. Huh? I dress like this every day. But you're gonna be dressed in a hospital gown once I'm through with you. Juvie raises a fist, at which Cody responds with a high-pitched scream. Ah! You fall for that every time. If our guy saw you scream like that, she sure as heck wouldn't have picked you. So what gives? You're just jealous. Thought you didn't care about GRD. You know I don't. I'm just in shock that after years of holding out for godhood, it's finally on your doorstep. I guess she just thinks that I'm that cool. That's cause you're a skater boy. Talk about bias. I bet she'd give me less flack if she were some kind of flammable graffiti guy. That sounds stupid as heck. She's a skateboard cat guy with unstable, star-shaped wheels made redundant by the fact that she has wings. How's that less weird? Yeah, you got a point. Crazy how I won't be skating much once I get wings. Honestly, this whole thing's so surreal. I thought we'd be candidate lists for this whole entire time. Some cooler, or at least some cooler kid would get it. Oh wow, to become God means to give up your earthly form. I love these characters' designs so much, and like greens and reds are the best colors. Everyone who has green and red or magenta or purple are the coolest, hottest and cutest. Damn! You rhyming! Rhymes like dimes. Green and red cuties appreciated club. Excuse me, cute green and red cuties, what? Sorry, I heard my name. Honestly, this whole thing's so surreal. I thought we'd be candidate lists again, or like, some cooler kid would get it. Why me? That's what I'm saying. She must be out of her board to pick you. Yeah, for real. Aw, man. I hurt your feelings, didn't I? What? Feelings? Never heard of them. You really want to be God, huh? Yeah, dude. More than anything. Alright. If being some otherworldly space bird is what makes you happy, then I'm 100% behind you. Sorry for busting your balls. I just literally think you're too cool. You're too cool for godhood. You deserve this, Cody. Proud of you. Aw, really? Thanks, Juvie. You're the best friend a guy could ask for. Juvie immediately turns around and fake barfs. Ugh. Well, good effort. I'm overloaded with sincerity. I'll talk to you after class. I'm taking the rest of this period to come down from the nausea of having just seen the real you. That was so cute. Mr. Glay's desk setup is pretty weird. Like, why does she need a chair? She's constantly flying. Why indeed? Mr. Coolest. Why indeed? This is the most interesting period of slang English arts. This is the most interesting period of slang English arts I've ever had. I'm not skipping out on it. I've got time to kill. Sugoi is still trying to figure out where the whiteboard is. Oh. Save, not play. I'm already playing. Cody sits at his desk with a solemn expression and predictably stares out the window. Man, I can still chill Haven from here. I've dreamt of getting there for like ever. Am I really cool enough to become a god? I sort of thought I'd just biff this and get some pizza with my friends or skate at the park. But now everything's gonna change. Not that that's a bad thing. Gma's gonna be so proud. That's it, no more half-assing. I'm gonna take stuff and things seriously. I mean, not too seriously. I ain't no tryhard. But I'm definitely not letting anything stop me from becoming the most bomb diggity trendicular god ever. Mr. Glory finally finds a whiteboard. Class 2C gives a little cheer as the class resumes. Yay! To be continued. Wow. There we go. I think that was probably an hour, maybe a little bit more. I was like, oh, I would love to take a break right now, but I have to wait. They need to leave the classroom or whatever, right? And I was like, oh wait, it's over now. That was really nice. And Berserk Boy, I'll be gaming, like twitching. I'll be twitching more with my hands. And I should probably get a changes while I'm on break. So there's that. I'm gonna mix it up with the break music though. I'll let someone else play Berserk Boy if they want to. Doesn't have to be me after all. Go change, Saugers Faye. Why is everyone rhyming like dimes today? Heck. Thorn is the coolest. Hello, red and green cutie Thorn. I like the dimes. This was a hella cool chapter. If you want to play this chapter, it's free on Steam. Every subsequent episode will be paid. I don't know how much. I guess I'll find out. Now get to your break. It was very charming. Oh yeah, it was very, very charming and very cool establishing of the world. Welcome to the world. Wait, I was rhyming? Maybe it was just good alliteration. Go change foggers. Good. Oh. Now you get your break. Go change, you Saugers Faye. I don't know, it just, yeah, it sounded like a rhyme. Maybe it's off rhyme? I don't know. Brain weirdy. Anyway. Oh, power. Powering down.